Hello everybody, I want to do a short, well I hope a short tutorial on how I read my cards. As you all probably know by now, I use the Lenormand, the Bluebird Lenormand on my table here. So what I normally do is I shuffle with the question in mind, and I'm going to do, let's say, I'm just going to do a generalized reading. Maybe it will resonate with one of my subscribers. So let's do this. So I shuffle with the querent or the person that I'm doing the reading for in mind. Man or woman, it will vibrate with the card of the gentleman or the lady card in this deck. Okay, I knock 3 times because it's a holy number, maiden, mother, and crone, and it's just always something that I've done. And then I usually will say or specify the person that I'm doing it with, and then I cut the deck 3 times. I laid all the cards out. Bear with me. Wow. Someone with a death. Staying in a marriage for money. Feeling like you're in a prison. Emotions going within you that are insane, but you don't let them out. Money comes easy. You've never had to worry about money before. You've had problems with your children. You have a big heart. You learned of horrible news. Oh, not much peace. All right, so how I read the cards, and I don't know who this is going to resonate with. I am pretty positive it's one of my subscribers. So what I normally do is, what I have done before is I have gone through all the symbology of the Lenormand deck because it resonates with me. And I recreated all of the symbology and the definitions to what I like and what I own, what I know, and which helps me resonate better with the cards. Now, like with certain things here, like the lady, which is right here, is above the gentleman. And so this means that she has put everything before herself for her husband. And there's even at the cost of her own health. The tree is soul or health. The ring is a commitment. The anchor, it means it's something that is there. It's just you put your anchor down and you're there, you're stationary. So underneath the tree is clouds, which means a doubt of what your soul's purpose is. So there's somebody, one of my subscribers out there, who doubts who they are, what their soul purpose was. Did they miss the boat? Did they miss what their soul purpose was? And there's a lot of like the gentleman, which is the husband, and who is someone that she has put before herself, since she was married, and he has done nothing but be venomous and talk down to this person. And all she wants is happiness, and she lives for her children. Now, she had one of her children pass away. This is so sad. But she realizes that this one child was such a gift to her that she felt so lucky to have him as long as she did. All right, so then I look at, like I was just doing, was the symbology, and I kind of get lost a little bit. Sorry, guys. But then what I end up doing is that I end up, it's like it's a whirlwind in my head. So I start looking at the symbology, and then things start turning into this big tornado, and then it goes into my head. All of these things, it's like a reel of movies. And so when I go silent, when I do some of my readings, it's because there is a lot going on in my head regarding what I'm seeing. And how do you establish this, right? So what you do is that, like I said before, is you recreate the meanings for yourself. And I don't care what deck you use, whatever deck it resonates with you. But and then what you do is trust your inner self, your intuition, and trust the images that come forth. And then after that, and I've been doing this for many, 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 many years. So what you end up doing is that you start seeing these images flashing. In the beginning, when I first started doing this, I started seeing these little flashes of images in my head. Just these little flashes, and I didn't trust it. And I regretted not trusting those images because they were truth. And then I started trusting my images. And what ended up happening was they became reels or movies, little movies in my head. And now, like I said before, my time frames, we all have our weaknesses, and my weakness is time frames. And I have tried before to stop myself from having a time frame and speaking it. And sometimes I just can't help myself. But I'm telling you what, usually, even if it doesn't fit the time frame, it usually happens down the road anyway. So I'm not saying I'm perfect, and no one should ever say that they're perfect. No tarot card reader should ever say they're perfect. And I'm going to tell you something. So lots of times when you're doing readings, like for myself, I do a reading, and let's say if there is someone that unalives people, right? I have a better connection with someone that unalives people, or is the child that has been unalived, because I can see through their eyes so easy. That's just my thing, and you'll find your own thing. But I have a better connection with that. I don't know if it's because of my familial connection to that stuff, because of my cousin. I don't know, but when it comes to the unaliver's point of view, I am able to see so clearly, very clearly. But when it comes to a child, I see them through their fear. And I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just kind of what I see. It just, when they're in their feared, like they're in an afraid state, that's when things connect. The person that unalives people, I can see those things clearly through movie reels. It's because of so many years of doing this. So I kind of want to point something else out too when you're first beginning. So like, let's say that you want to, let's say you're the querent, or the person that you're doing the reading for is a gentleman, a man, right? And so this is this guy here. I'm going to put it up here. This is the gentleman. He's looking towards the snake, right? So the snake means he has a sharp tongue. In my own definition, your definition could be something different. So he has a sharp, like a sharp tongue, and he's a bully over like the telephone. I mean, he's a bully, but not face to face, right? So, I mean, there's all sorts of things here that, and another thing that I want to mention is that I never turn a card upside down. It never does that for me, because I can read something and I can read it reversed, and it means the same as a reversed card meaning. So I don't ever reverse a card in the Lenormand deck. Don't do that to yourself. It just confuses things further. Oh, if you guys have any questions, I mean, I'm kind of jumping back and forth here. This is just so many years of learning how to do this for myself. The first thing the main thing I need to relate to you guys is that please don't go by the meanings that have been already written for the cards. Now, my main cards are the Marie Lenormand, which are these, and the Thoth cards. And I love those cards. I'm trying to find them now. I have so many. I have hundreds and hundreds of cards. I mainly use the Thoth cards for inner perspective stuff. Where are you? Oh, here you are. These are an unopened deck, but these are amazing. My open decks are somewhere on my floor. I have a ton of books, a ton of cards, and they're somewhere here. They're open. They're not like somewhere in a box. Someday I'm gonna have to give you guys a view of my library. It's crazy. I swear to God, some days I feel like if I throw another book in here or another deck of cards, the whole floor is gonna fall through. But anyway, thanks for listening, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I do actually read, and I try to respond to every comment. Thanks guys for listening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.